Alright, so in this video we're going to be talking about finding rate of change from a table and using that rate of change to determine if the table represents a linear or a nonlinear function. So remember that linear functions have a constant rate of change, which means that a nonlinear function does not have. This would be not constant. And so we find rate of change by doing y minus y over x minus x, right? And so what we can do is we can do, and I always do the second point minus the first point. So 8 minus 5 is 3, and then 11 minus 8 is 3, and 14 minus 11 is 3, and 17 minus 14 is 3. So far so good. Our y's are all the same. And so then I'm going to come over here. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. And so since the subtraction, the difference between our y's is constant, the difference between our x's is constant, then this is a linear function with a rate of change of, and we're going to do y, right? Input is x, output is y. So we're going to do y over x, so a rate of change of 3 over 1, which is equal to 3. So again, linear with a rate of change of 3. So then we're going to come over and we're going to do the same thing for this table. So we have 5 minus 3, which is 2. 6 minus 5 is 1. 5 minus 6 is negative 1, and 3 minus 5 is negative 2. So just looking here, they're not the same. And so this is a non-linear function. And honestly, the moment you don't have the same function as before is the moment it's no longer linear. But I just wanted on to show you. Alright, so let's do some more of these. Identify if the table represents a linear or a nonlinear function, and then explain. And so we're going to do, we've got some integers going on here, so we're going to do negative 16 minus a negative 8, and I write it out so I can visualize this keep, change, change, because when we subtract with integers, we're going to do a keep, change, change. They're different signs, so we'll end up subtracting. Negative 16 plus 8 is a negative 8, so that's what we have here. And then we're going to do negative 24 minus a negative 16, keep, change, change, and we end up with a negative 8. And then we're going to do a negative 32 minus a negative 24, keep, change, change, which gives us a negative 8. And then a negative 40 minus a negative 32, keep, change, change, and we end up with, again, a negative 8. And again, we should check every piece of the table because we never know where that inconsistency may happen. So you can't just do it with the first 3 and go, oh, everything's the same. And then I'm going to go over here to the x values. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1, 4 minus 3 is 1, and 5 minus 4 is 1. So we have the same on for both our y's and our x's, right? Our y's are all negative 8, our x's are all 1. So this is a linear function because it has a constant rate of change, and then that rate of change, negative 8, right? Rate of change is negative 8 over 1, which is equal to a negative 8. So rate of change, negative 8. And so that's how I know whether it's a function or not a function. And then here I went and I wrote all over, because evidently I forgot that the next one's going to show up right there. So let me quickly erase. All right, so we're going to do the same thing for this one. We're going to do 2.5 minus 1.5. So the 0.5s will subtract out. So then 2 minus 1 is 1. And then 5.5 minus 2.5, which is 3. So at this point, that's not the same. And so then this is a non-linear. And it's because there's no constant rate of change. Rate of change. Alright, so here, the first one we had a constant rate of change of -8. The second one is nonlinear because there's no constant rate of change. And then our third one, we've got 3 minus 1, which is 2. And 6 minus 3, which is 3. And so right there, and I can double check, 10 minus 6 is 4. So again, not constant. So this is going to be a nonlinear because there's no constant rate of change. So that's how we figure out from a table. We're finding slope. That's why this is right after our slope sections, because we're still finding slope in these tables and on these graphs. We're looking for slope, and if we have that constant rate of change, then it's linear. If it's not a constant rate of change, then it's nonlinear. And that's the gist. So we have one more video. We're going to be doing some word problems in it, so I'll see you there.